Welcome back. Welcome back, my dear students. So, when it comes to planning your closing part in advance, create the list of verbs of action. Where do you want to lead your audience to? So, leave a comment below, follow you, create some maybe connection with you, direct message in you. So, anything you would like them to do, or watch, stay tuned and watch next episode. This will be a great option for you to continue presenting your ideas. As for the closing part, you need to summarize somehow what was said in the main body. That's why whenever you finish, wherever you finish with any idea, you need to summarize just what was told before. So it's super easy to plan your closing part in advance and rely on that during your presentation. That's why no more blank spaces, no more gaps, no more spoiled closing parts. Now you know what to do. Now you know how to use and how to involve your audience into the closing part. For example, you can announce something upcoming. You can give them a task. If you're a coach, for example, let's say you're a nutrition coach, what you can do, what you can tell them, give them a task. Maybe your task will be to create a diary for their nutrition plans, or something like that. So you explain in short words, you explain the task, and you end the show. While you're ending the show, you need to mention who are you, what was the show, and say something like a hook: see you next time, stay tuned, take care, or something unique which will be only yours. Don't repeat something common like take care or even so. So just pick something for you, which is necessary, which is unique for you, which determines who you are and what it was the show, and use it. As for main body, it's super easy. You need to cover only 5 points of something. Let's say I can give 5 advice how to be confident in front of the camera, and this video is definitely about that. So my first advice will be this, second will be that one, third will be that one, and I will move forward. Don't forget about gestures and combination of audio and visual delivery. Now you know what was that and how to create the great and powerful impact to your audience. But when it comes to creating the main body, don't forget that each point, each key point should be highlighted somehow. Maybe in the first key point, you'll tell your personal story. In second key point, you'll tell the common example from the movie or from literature or something like that. You should draw a picture in our imagination. That's very important. In the third point, you'll share some statistics or scientific facts. One more point: how to build this trust to your image and to your delivering, and so on and so forth. You can put any way of attracting and grabbing people's attention here. The list of your ways how to attract attention is listed in the materials, so don't forget about that. By using props, for example, in the fifth point, you planned in advance. Again, you planned to use props. So great, this will be your turning point for your presentation. So be different, 5 different you. This should be your main rule. That's how your first stage is with what your first stage is filled. So you feel like you filled your presentation with plan, structure, delivering, audio and visual delivering. You filled it with the different ways of grabbing attention of your audience, of gesture. So everything is covered on the first stage of your presentation. And let's talk about the opening part. And my main task for you now will be to create your own program according to this structure. So the first part is like an opening part where, of course, you need to welcome your audience. But still, I definitely will point and say that your audience will make all of that conclusions by your closing part. That's why don't mess it. think about it in advance. Think what conclusion you would like them to feel about you, what you would like them to do after your presentation. Not just listen and, oh, okay, thank you, that was super interesting, let's go and have a dinner. No, they need to have an action with you. That's why list of verbs of action should be here in your head. You just pick, mix and match. A list of adjectives, the second advice from me here, and not only for the closing part but for the opening as well. List of adjectives, it means that you answer to the word, to the question, how or which one. Like this, I will share today an insightful bundle of information. Insightful will be your adjective. Groundbreaking, insightful, awesome, fantastic, eye opened. So anything which can be unique by you, said by you. So just create the list of adjectives and follow that list. Follow that list and mix and match them anywhere. So in your opening part, the main sense and purpose of the opening part will be to grab attention to your personality and to the concept of your show. So, of course, you need to greet your audience like, hello and welcome to the late night show. Somehow you need to say the name of your show, so think it in advance. Or, hello and welcome to the course for TV presenters by MediaStar TV Presenters School. I'm Yara, and today we'll talk with you how to build your self confidence in front of the camera. Are you ready? Let's start. Great option to use questions. Questions, they always give additional emphasis somewhere in these huge bundle of information which you share with your audience with. So put questions here. Now imagine that you have a conversation with your viewer. You're not talking with the wall, you're not talking with yourself, you're talking with a specific person over there. So I'm addressing my information to you. That's why you need to address your program to somebody. Uh, think about somebody. Think about your program, your main program. The main goal of your program should be to solve somebody's problem. If you solve somebody's problem, they will appreciate it, and they will turn on their gadgets or TV again and again and will be looking forward to seeing you again and again, because like Oprah did before. So we were waiting for her shows, we were hurrying up home, and that was really just an awesome experience for us. Now, that's why be that next Oprah. So be that person who will people will wait for and listen and look up to. That's why our main goal now will be to follow all these steps to create your program according to the opening part, which will be very attractive, dynamic, and takes not more than 15 seconds, even less, 10. Then you transfer and jump into the main body when you will be as helpful as you can. You will be as attractive as you can. Uh, don't forget about information and emotions which you provide us with. And you don't forget about the final closing part. Your closing part is the main thing, key point, the ground where we will stand with you and decide whether we will be with you or not, whether we'll turn on again our video or our screen or not. Because applying for a job, going through different auditions, you will always feel and experience the same. You will be waiting like, okay, what will they say to me? What will they think about me? So for people think about you only the best, like this, wow, what a professional is that guy or girl. What we should do, we should provide a very confident closing part and be as dynamic, as active, as bright as you can. That's why if you follow all these steps, all these information patterns that I shared with you here in these class, all of that episodes, you will be definitely the person who attracts attention, who grab this not only attention but also eyes on you. Keep doing this, keep providing yourself with this sparkle, and be the person who we need. That's why my next assignment for you will be to create this such a presentation which will cover all these information patterns, where we can see your articulation, diction, intonation patterns, structure, bright opening, very logical and bright and active closing part, a very well structured main body, and very great purpose. The huge purpose of helping people will be your uh, ground, your foundation for being interesting and helpful for everybody. And of course, being a star in your format. Next class will be regarding your own program. That's why below you'll receive an assignment for that for next class over Zoom. Don't forget that this class will be about practical experience. That's why let's start building your charisma and unlocking the wide range of your emotions, abilities, and new skills which I can see and everybody being your viewer will see over the screen. Stay tuned, take care, and of course, make all the tasks that I've sent you, and see you soon over Zoom and over our first and foremost our practical experience. Stay tuned.